Jai Hind, sir.
Jai Hind, how are you?
Jai Hind, sir. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Fine, sir.
Yes, Narinder, Harshit, Chauhan, Ashish,
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
Karki,
Jai Hind, sir.
Sameer. Right. Okay, Jai Hind. Sameer, Jai Hind, how are you? Ravi, कैसे हो?
Hello.
Yes, Ravi.
Good evening.
How are you?
Fine, sir. Fine.
Chalo. Chalo, good to see all of you. Jatin Gupta, just tell me again, what entry are you preparing for?
Sir, NCC special entry, sir.
NCC special entry. Okay. Right. So
And also CDS E.
CDS also. Okay. Right. Okay, so let me just see. Firstly, let me, of course, welcome all of you to this chat. एक चीज what I have done is I am starting a new WhatsApp group. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I'll just share that link and you all can join that, those who have not joined, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the link here in the chat
Yes,
box? So using this link, you can join this group, and this group will be for, SSB guidance, right? So I will be communicating through this group in case we are having any programs, any, short courses or some programs towards the SSB preparation. You can also post your queries, you can post your comments, etc., in this WhatsApp group. Okay.
So not open.
हाँ
खुल नहीं रहा है सर, कुछ प्रॉब्लम कर रहा है.
नहीं, ओपन तो हो गया है. लिंक खुल रहा है सर, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. एक बार फिर से ट्राई करके देखो.
Okay,
सर, मेरा
Ashish.
नेटवर्क इशू होगा.
Yeah, it's okay. Harshit, I think you're already there. Sameer Singh, देखो.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
जा खोल के देखो. Are you getting it?
एक सेकंड सर. Yes, sir. I have joined it.
Okay, fine.
सर
Right.
मैंने तो ऑलरेडी ज्वाइन कर रखा था.
हाँ, you already joined. Harshit, Ravi, Ashish, right? You all have joined already. Fine. Okay. Right. So, if I, जनरली अगर मैं एसएसबी के बारे में बात करूं, प्रिपरेशन एसएसबी में आपकी परफॉर्मेंस कैसी होनी चाहिए? It should be, something where, you are comfortable with yourself, right? बहुत ज़्यादा टेंस, एंग्जाइटी अगर बहुत ज़्यादा है तो आपकी परफॉर्मेंस सफ़र करती है. So the motto that I follow, अगर ट्रेन फॉर एसएसबी की बात करें या पर्सनली मैं बात करूं, it is easier to crack SSB if you are at ease with yourself. ठीक है? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
तो आज हम बात करेंगे रिगार्डिंग, स्ट्राइकिंग अ बैलेंस. आपका जो साइक टेस्ट में आप SDT लिखते हो, राइट? सेल्फ डिस्क्रिप्शन टेस्ट. एंड यू ऑल्सो हैव PIQ में आपके वेरियस अचीवमेंट्स वगैरह रहते हैं, जहाँ पे आप हाईलाइट करते हो आपकी एकेडमिक्स etc. Now there has to be some sync between कुछ लिख रहे हैं, बोल रहे हैं, और उनका साइक टेस्ट में जो SDT है वो कहीं और ही जा रहा है, राइट? So what this shows is there is a total disharmony, disconnect in different tests, right? And it is your only it is your personality only. तो आप अपनी पर्सनालिटी को 3 अलग अलग तरीके से बता रहे हो. So what message are you giving? तो कौन सा मैसेज दे रहे हो आप?
Sir, that we are not clear about our personalities.
Sir, we are not able to introspect ourselves properly, sir.
हाँ, तो कहीं ना कहीं ये थोड़ा सा डाउट आ जाता है दिमाग में.
Yes, sir.
और आपके नहीं आता है, ये डाउट एसेसर के भी दिमाग में आता है. एंड देन ही सेज हियर ही इज जस्ट ट्राइंग टू हुडविंक कि आपने 50 तरीके के टेस्ट किए हैं, 50 या कितने 500 लोग टैट प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, पता नहीं कितने हजारों वर्ड्स की प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, एसआरटी की प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, और एक एसडी का बहुत सुंदर सा एक टेम्पलेट उठाते हैं एंड उसको चिप देते हैं. Isn't it? ऐसा होता है कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
अक्सर, है ना?
Yes, sir.
So now this gives a very confusing signal to the assessors. Now ये मैं इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ क्योंकि अभी हम when I am conducting, let's say Iconic में करता हूँ, या वैसे when I am guiding people and seeing you in the psych test, seeing your performance in your PPDT, seeing your performance in interview, आपका PIQ, तो ये सारी चीजों में कहीं ना कहीं एक डिस्कनेक्ट दिखाई देता है. Now, why the disconnect is there? Because you are not being yourself. तो कोशिश ये करो, gradually, over a period of time when we are covering all these things, every Saturday, of course, we are meeting. Plus, in between, I'm bringing out certain videos which may be talking to some of the successful candidates, their experience, और उसमें भी मैं उसका निचोड़ बताता हूँ कि ये ऐसा क्यों है, राइट? हो सकता है आप रिकमेंड हो गए, आपको लग रहा है कि ऐसा सही हुआ है, बट दैट मे नॉट बी एग्जैक्टली ट्रू फॉर एवरीबडी. बट एनीवे, जो हम वीडियोस इस तरह के शेयर करते हैं, अभी आई हैव शेयर्ड अ वीडियो ऑफ who's that? Sonali. All of you seen that? किसने नहीं देखा है? Izhil Raj.
I have not seen, sir.
हाँ, you not seen, तो देखो उसको, right? It's a worth this
Okay.
thing. Bipin, can you just share the link of that? ठीक है. So Shivam Khatri, good evening. कैसे हो?
Good evening, sir. I'm fine. And you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yes, sir.
Ezil Raj.
Yes, sir.
बताओ कुछ थोड़ा सा. How do you pronounce your name?
Sir, Elil Raj. I am from Tamil Nadu, sir.
Ezil.
Elil Raj.
अच्छा, Z is silent, right? Z and H
Yes,
is okay. Elil Raj.
Yes, sir.
Okay. From Tamil Nadu, which district?
Sir, E Road, sir.
Okay. So what are you preparing for?
Sir, I am preparing for SSB, sir. So currently I am studying in third year, sir. BTech IT.
BTech IT. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. So who has got you here, Unni?
Sir, I seen the link in some groups, sir. WhatsApp groups, sir. So.
Okay, fine. Yes. So good. So is this the first time that you will be appearing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So NDA के लिए नहीं try किया तुमने?
Okay, sir.
Did you try for NDA anytime?
Sir, no, sir. I didn't try for it, sir.
Why? You're not interested or you didn't know about it?
Sir, now only I joined in NCC, sir, from second year onwards.
Okay.
Then only I aware of SSB, sir.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Chalo, thank you. Yes, so the aim basically is, just to put yourself at ease. जब आप, कुछ चीज अपने बारे में बताते हो और उसके बारे में you're not very sure perhaps. So उससे क्या होता है कि there is some kind of pressure in your mind कि मैं ये बोलूं कि नहीं बोलूं, right? Today morning I was talking to somebody एंड सी द अप्रोच आपकी क्या रहती है कि मेरे से कोई ऐसे बात कर रहा है इंटरव्यू में तो पता नहीं मेरे से क्या चीज उगलवा लेगा, राइट? सो यू बिकम वेरी डिफेंसिव and no you are thereafter always trying to be on the guard, right? Now अगर आप इंटरव्यू में on the guard हमेशा रहोगे, so that may not really do well for you. The interviewing officer expects you to speak frankly about yourself. I'm not saying that you be absolutely indiscreet, राइट? कि आप कुछ भी आपके मन में आ रहा है सब कुछ उगल दो, ऐसा नहीं मैं बोल रहा हूँ, लेकिन यस यू गॉट टू बी लिटिल स्पॉन्टेनियस, यू थिंक अ लॉट बिफोर आंसरिंग एनीथिंग. दैट ऑल्सो शोज कि आप कुछ बहुत सोच समझ के आंसर दे रहे हो. हम आपसे पूछ रहे हैं आपके भाई कितने, अगर उसमें भी आपको सोचना पड़ रहा है, देयर इज समथिंग रॉन्ग, राइट? आपके भाई, आपके हु इज योर क्लोज फ्रेंड, व्हाई डू यू कंसीडर योर क्लोज him as close friend, right? Yeah, why did you not perform well enough in your 12th standard or something like that? Now उसके आंसर्स आपको पता है लेकिन आप उसको बहुत घुमा फिरा के बता रहे हो. गलती आपसे हो गई है लेकिन आप बोल रहे हो कि you're making some kind of excuses. Why not accept it, right? So the burden of telling lies, right? It is very, very evident on your face जब आप इंटरव्यू में बात करते हो, ठीक है? So इस चीज का थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखो आप. Now Bipin has just shared a link. I think Bipin, this is the link for that Sonali's interview, right? इसको आप लोग नोट कर लो and you can use this. See this interview. My comments are also there along with that. And likewise, we have interview. I have had a word with Natasha also, right? That also will be, I'll be sharing in a couple of days. Coming back to, is your SD in sync with your PIQ, right? So ये चीज अगर आप अपनी देखोगे, try and see how you write your SD, and जो उसमें चीजें निकल के आ रही हैं वो आपके PIQ में भी दिखाई दे रही हैं कि नहीं दे रही, right? Because the SD is being checked by your psychologist. Psychologist also has a copy of your PIQ, right? तो आपने SD में तो कुछ लिखा है और PIQ में आपने कुछ और लिखा है, राइट? SD में आप लिखते हो मैं बहुत ओबीडियंट हूँ, बहुत रिस्पॉन्सिबल हूँ, आपके टीचर्स भी आपको रिस्पॉन्सिबल मानते हैं, सब कुछ इधर उधर आपने बहुत बड़ी चढ़ी कहानी लिख दी है, राइट? बिकॉज दैट इज ए टेम्पलेट यू हैव टेकन फ्रॉम समवेयर. नाउ आपके जब PIQ देखते हैं उसमें पता लगता है कि आप रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी के नाम पे आपको कभी कोई जिम्मेवारी दी नहीं गई है, right? You never been given any responsibility at any level, even in the class, like not even a class monitor or class prefect. आप बोलते हो मैं बहुत I have done NCC or I have done this or that, but nowhere is it reflected that you have been given any responsible position. Now this is where we say that virodhabhas, right? So there is a conflict here. So you need to balance these two things, right? तो इसको आप consciously एक बार करके देखो, ठीक है? Let me just go through. I'll share my screen and we'll go through a few slides. Right, so that things become slightly more clear. Okay, so you can see this slide is visible.
Yes, sir.
So is your SD in sync with your PIQ, right? So PIQ में आपने लिखा है अपने दोस्तों के बारे में बहुत लिखा है, you are very friendly, you have talked about your teacher very nicely, family आपको बहुत अच्छा मानती है, आपने बहुत कुछ अचीव किया है. और यहाँ पे PIQ में आपने कुछ लिखा नहीं है. So while on one side you are saying that no, you have achieved this much, you are very friendly, etc., right? But in the PIQ you are very silent. Hmm? Why are you silent about everything? Right? So this is something that needs to be checked. Okay. अभी हम आगे बढ़ते हैं. When you see your SD, right? Self description जब आप देखते हो तो उसमें you are supposed to write 5 paragraphs, right? Opinion of your parents, opinion of your teachers or your superiors in case you are in a job, opinion of your friends or colleagues in case you are in a job, own opinion, and the kind of person you would like to become. Now, in all this, what you are saying is that these are my strengths and these are my weak areas or areas for improvement. समझ में आ गया? यही चीज लिखते हो आप? Is there something other than this that you're doing? SD में आपका basically you're highlighting what your parents think about your strengths, right? How responsible you are, how social you are, how helpful you are, right? Etc. etc. Your teachers think you're very intelligent, you got a very good grasp, right? Or you're very punctual, you're very responsible. तो ये सारी चीजें है चाहे आपको कितनी भी पनिशमेंट मिली हो लेकिन नो यू आर ऑलवेज पंक्चुअल, यू आर ऑलवेज रिगार्डेड एज द बेस्ट स्टूडेंट और वन ऑफ द वेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबल स्टूडेंट्स इन द क्लास. हाँ, तो ये कहीं ना कहीं देयर इज अ मिसमैच, राइट? सो देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ मिसमैच. ओके, अभय गिल. या अभय गिल, गुड इवनिंग, हाउ आर यू?
Sir, I'm fine. How are you, sir?
Yeah. So this is the first time I'm seeing you in this class.
Yes, sir. I'm first time.
Okay. So what are you preparing for? Which SSB?
So currently I'm preparing for NDA written exam. So I will prepare for this 149 course, I think.
Achha, NDA written
That's
exam.
it.
Okay. Chalo. Okay. So we are talking about the SSB, and I'm sure you follow these sessions that we have already done earlier. You will benefit from this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Chalo. So what we are trying to see in the SD, essence of SD is what are your strengths and what are your areas for improvement. So आप चाहे पेरेंट्स की बात करो चाहे आप टीचर्स की बात करो, आप उसमें दिखा रहे हो कि you're writing about 3 to 5 your strengths, your good qualities that are observed by the parents, right? And likewise, you're talking about your teachers, how they view you, and you're talking about your various responsible positions. तो responsible positions की बात अगर हम करें, so yes. You also talk about when you say about your teachers, you say that no, you're very intelligent. आप बहुत जल्दी समझ जाते हो. हाँ, ग्रास्प आपकी बहुत अच्छी है, पेरेंट्स भी ऐसे मानते हैं, लेकिन पढ़ाई में जो है वो आपके नंबर आ नहीं रहे ठीक से. तो हाउ डू यू एक्सप्लेन दैट? Isn't it? So there needs to be some kind of a reconciliation. इन दोनों चीजों को आप साथ साथ में रखो, right? अपना SD को और PIQ को एक बार साथ में रखो, and then compare the two things, right? Or ask somebody else to compare. आपको पता लगेगा कि is there a sync between the two or not, right? इस चीज को जरूर करो. So आपने NCC ट्रेनिंग करी है, हाँ, and you say that you have been very responsible person, etc., etc. So NCC training may have you got any, if you are responsible, have you been appointed any, have you been given any of these appointments or responsibilities? Senior under officer, parade commander, contingent commander, camp adjutant, quartermaster, etc., etc., etc. Right? So NCC वाले कौन-कौन है यहाँ पे? Who all are there from the NCC? Of course, Roshan is there.
Sir, I am.
I am also, sir.
Ehil, yeah.
Me.
Elil, yeah. Abhay Gill, okay.
I am also, sir.
आदित्य राज, तुमने तो अभी जुम्मे 4 दिन हुए तुम्हें भी.
Yes, sir.
So अभी तो you how many I mean you may not have attended to many अभी तो तुम्हारा कैंप भी नहीं हुआ है कुछ, correct?
No, sir. कुछ भी नहीं हुआ.
Yeah. So and you just listen. So रोशन, या रोशन बताओ तुम्हें एनसीसी में क्या क्या पोजीशन मिली है? रोशन.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. So NCC में what kind of responsibilities have you been given?
Sir, I was given the responsibility to be represented as senior officer at RDC, which is in Delhi.
Okay.
I was delegation senior to my YP to Russia, as well as I was camp adjutant in my CATC, as well as which was a camp was conducted by state government.
Excellent.
RDC especially.
Excellent. So okay, so can we clap? Can we appreciate Roshan for his achievements? Right, we keep doing that. Know that these are positive things. That is how you learn to become a little more, gratitude. Right, express that gratitude. Okay. Be appreciative of things. No, you will feel better. जब आप किसी की तारीफ करते हो, आपको खुद खुशी होती है, isn't it?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So and Roshan, what is your among the siblings तुम्हारा position क्या है?
So I'm the junior one.
Okay.
And we are only 2 siblings, like my elder brother and I am.
Okay. बड़ा भाई क्या करता है?
He's a rice supplier, sir. I am the only graduate in my family and who got education.
Okay, fine. ठीक है. So obviously, since you have these things, so your PIQ should be reading about all these kind of appointments, etc. And your SD also should be saying that you are a responsible person. Father भी आपको responsible मानते होंगे, parents. Your teachers also must be thinking, at least the teachers in the college when you're done your NCC.
Right,
because
sir.
school का record तुम्हारा बहुत अच्छा नहीं है, तो I am not very sure what kind of impression or the opinion of the teachers is. So how is that? How do you write in the opinion of your teachers?
I do write a similar small thing that they consider me an average student and appreciate my regarding determination toward continuing my education qualification despite having problem in my home. And also they consider me as an open book, friendly by nature and open to all. They also appreciate and are proud of my achievements regarding YP and RDC. And so, however, they suggest me to focus more on my educational academics.
चलो, good. Right. So यहाँ पे अगर हम देखते हैं तो आपका ये नजर आता है कि yes, you are yeah. So these two things are matching here. If you write that you are responsible, etc. Hello. Yeah. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think there's some
Yes, sir.
on the camera here. The camera is not opening. Okay, doesn't matter. And who else is there? NCC वाला और कौन है?
Narendra.
Yeah, Narendra. बताओ Narendra, tell me about your NCC में what will you list as your achievements?
Sir, for first time, sir, in second year in class 12, sir, I was recommended for OTA Kamti, sir, where I have to went to Eastern Command, sir, my group headquarters for reporting, and the group training officer took my interview. And sir,
Okay.
second, yes, sir, and the second is that, sir, I have done CATC camp, but there they didn't give me any responsibility.
Okay, fine. And what about school? School,
Sir, in,
college?
sir, in school, sir, I have performed well, but in class 12, sir, my father was very serious, sir, so that my percentage went down. And in college, I come back and I score well, but I lost my father.
Okay, so that is sad, but yes, life has to go on. So you said no, you did come back and scored well, right? So ठीक है. So how does your SD read? SD कैसे लिखते हो तुम?
Sir, actually, sir, in HD, sir, I have not written much, sir, so that why I can't tell anything, sir.
Okay, लिखने की कोशिश करो. उसके बाद में नेक्स्ट टाइम कभी बात होगी, then we'll discuss, right? चलो. Okay, who else? Who has spent some time in NCC?
Yes, for me. Sir, I spent around 2 years.
Yeah. So what are your achievements? What can you
Sir,
takeaways?
I was in 12th class, and recently I have received my NCC certificate, and I have just done the one camp in this, and I didn't get any chance of any kind of responsibility because I was in cadet rank.
Okay. So why did you join NCC in the first place?
Sir, I was thinking a little bit that there is a plus point in future of taking NCC, and I just like that because I want to join the armed forces, and so a little bit I was interested in NCC.
You're interested a little bit in NCC. So how's
Yes,
been
sir.
your academic record?
Uh, in it
10, 12?
it was good from I think high school. Then after I think we have this COVID year, so I didn't get any good percentage according to my expectation.
So what are the percentage you got?
73.2.
Okay. Chalo. Okay, fine. All right. So here you need to see कि आपका एजुकेशन रिकॉर्ड कैसा है. अगर एजुकेशन रिकॉर्ड आपका अच्छा है या it is improving, it had come down, it could be because of some reasons that you can explain in the interview, but otherwise this should somewhere match in how your teachers think about you, right? Your हो सकता है आप बहुत पंक्चुअल हो, डिसिप्लिन्ड हो. अगर डिसिप्लिन्ड हो, पंक्चुअल हो, एवरेज हो स्टडीज में, एंड खेल कूद में भी आप हिस्सा लेते हो, of course they would recommend you for some positions like class monitor. You could be a class monitor, prefect, right? Cultural captain, extracurriculars, or if you are in sports, game sports, right? तो ये चीजें यहाँ पे नजर आती है. So what I am saying is, at this point of time is that all these things, they are getting also reflected somewhere in your SD. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
ठीक है.
Yes,
तो
sir.
इन चीजों को देखो, you try and match these. Okay. एक मैं general point which I keep talking about every time is, what are the pointers for success, right? You need to develop a positive orientation and stay in solution mode, right? This is extremely important. आप ये रखोगे तो आपको ज्यादा मेहनत, I will say मेहनत नहीं, मतलब आपको परेशान नहीं होना पड़ेगा, right? So अगर ये आपकी आदत बन जाती है, then you will find that you are able to handle lot of situations with confidence. ठीक है. Mindful curiosity. When I'm saying mindful curiosity, what I mean is that जो काम आप कर रहे हो, जो फील्ड में आप काम कर रहे हो, उसके बारे में आपकी क्यूरियोसिटी होनी चाहिए, अवेयरनेस होनी चाहिए आपकी. ठीक है. अगर आप कोई खेल कूद कर रहे हो, लेट अस से यू आर इनटू सम स्पोर्ट्स, सो हाउ माइंडफुल आर यू, राइट? सो जिस चीज में आप काम हिस्सा ले रहे हो, पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हो, you need to focus on that and learn more and more about the same thing so that you can perform better. ठीक है. And likewise, if you are talking, if you are into let us say preparing for some exam, you are preparing for some competitive exam, Okay, let us talk to Unni. Yes, Unni, where are you?
Yes, sir. I'm here, sir.
Yeah. So how was your GATE exam? Have you given the GATE exam?
Yeah, sir. Twice actually. Exam was actually pretty good, sir. I mean, there is always a little bit of unpredictability with the GATE exam. This time it was the MSQ. So usually whenever I write a competitive exam like FCAT or CDS, it was easy because like 4 options you have to only select one. But here it's either one option, 2 option can be correct, 3 option can be correct, I mean 4th option can be correct. So it's a little bit tough when writing with MSQ.
Right. So, but anyway, like you have been looking at it, preparing for GATE, and I think for this, if I'm not wrong, you missed out one SSB also, right?
2 SSB, sir.
2 SSBs.
Yes, sir.
So that is perfectly all right. So you take a decision, and you are, because it is something, which is going to define, your career thereafter. एक SSB का attempt आप हो सकता है बाद में भी आपको मिल जाएगा. You can, instead of one attempt in, let us say, February, you can get it in May or June, or thereafter in September, October also, right? In a year, you can get maybe 2 attempts or 3 attempts. GATE के लिए शायद, you don't get, you get only 1 attempt, right, per year?
Yes, sir. Per year, 1 year. 1 attempt.
So obviously, so that is what I'm saying. You got to be focused on something that you want and then take a decision accordingly. ठीक है? Chalo, good. When is the next SSB tomorrow?
I have to tell you this, sir. Like before going for this, not going for the SSB, I contacted you, if you remember, during November, December time, and you told it's better to go for something that's more stable.
Absolutely.
But sir, I have to tell you this, because of the GATE exam, I'm much more comfortable. Like I'm definitely not going to get IIT or IISc, but I mean top IITs. But I'm 100% sure that I'll be getting into a good college, maybe new IIT or an IIT. So it gave me a lot of cushioning, right? So
yes.
Even when I'm going for the next SSB, it doesn't matter to me. Like I'm not desperate. That's
absolutely
a good thing that happened.
Yeah, so that definitely, one has to decide. One has to choose his priorities. Okay, it's not that कि आप एक SSB miss कर जाओगे तो you are missing out on so many things. You got to weigh the two things, right? You got to be mindful of at the moment, right? उस time पे क्या जरूरी है आपके लिए, that is important. Yes, who's this? Akash Khanna. And I also...
Yes, sir.
Yes, Akash Khanna, good evening. So what are you preparing for? And first time I'm seeing you here.
Good evening, sir. Sir, I am preparing for NDA, sir.
Preparing for NDA. Okay. First time?
Yes, sir, first time.
Okay, when is the SSB?
Sir, I'm currently preparing for written exam, sir.
Going for written exam. Okay. Right. And I also saw who's there? Rahul Maurya. How are you?
Jain, sir, I'm fine, sir.
So, how was the experience in Allahabad?
It was good, sir. A lot of things to learn, so I learned many things.
Okay, so I mean, firstly, congratulations at least making it through in the screening. Like NCC में तो अगर screening आपने pass कर लिया वो भी एक बड़ा achievement है. Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So how many candidates reported for your batch?
268, sir.
And screened in?
22, sir.
So 22 out of 260 is a very good performance. Anyway, unfortunately, you said no one got recommended, is it?
No, sir. There was a candidate who got recommended prior 4 times. He also got conferenced out.
4 times recommended in NCC?
No, sir. Different entries. IMA, FCAT, and different entries. But this time, the whole batch got washed out.
So, ऐसा क्या तुमने क्या पंगा लिया था वहाँ पे?
Maybe, sir. I think we all were not satisfied with the interviews or personal interview. Few of the interviews went totally out of the PIQ, completely on the current affairs, and few interviews went completely on the PIQ, nothing outside from that. And no one was satisfied with that. So maybe that can be the part, sir.
नहीं देखो, one thing I must say that this is as far as the interview is concerned. मैंने आज सुबह I was taking a special class on the kind of interview questions that are asked, right? The type of questions. So the questions that are asked in the interview, by and large, they will be around your life, right?
Yes.
Now, ऐसा हो सकता है कि आपकी जो एनसीसी कैंडिडेट्स, पर्टिकुलरली इन द एनसीसी एंट्री, व्हाट हैपेंस इज आपकी बहुत सारी चीजें हमें पता है ऑलरेडी कि आपने कितने कैंप्स अटेंड किए हैं, क्या क्या आपने अचीवमेंट्स किए हैं, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा, राइट? सो योर as far as your stamina is concerned, your hard work is concerned, your discipline is concerned, your cooperation is concerned, your initiative is concerned, all these things are already taken care of, right?
Yes, sir.
So हो सकता है the IO takes an approach where he says कि अच्छा ठीक है, ये सब तो ठीक है, let me just check what is his awareness level in general. ये खाली SOP checklist के हिसाब से ही चलता है, जो कि आपको करना पड़ता है, राइट? अगर आप एनसीसी कर रहे हो, सो देयर इज अ ड्रिल, देयर इज अ चेकलिस्ट, राइट? हर एक चीज में आप कैंप जा रहे हो, कहीं जा रहे हो, देयर इज समथिंग, वेदर यू आर फॉलोइंग दोस थिंग्स और नॉट. एंड सो द another way of looking at is कि ओके चलो ये चीज तो एश्योर्ड है, ये चीज पे हमें ज्यादा ध्यान देने की जरूरत नहीं है. लेट अस सी कि ये कितना जानता है बाकी करंट अफेयर्स में, किस तरह की टॉपिक्स के ऊपर ये प्रिपेयर करके आता है, या कौन सी टॉपिक्स चूज करता है, राइट?
Yes, sir.
अगर आप बहुत उसमें भी हो, जो बोलते हैं ना कि लकीर के फकीर, हाँ, सो समथिंग इज ऑलरेडी ठीक है, टेम्पलेट बनी हुई है जैसे, तो ठीक है चलो, ये इंडिया पाकिस्तान, इंडिया चाइना, दिस दैट, ये वो, WHO, न्यूक्लियर दिस थिंग, वो सारी चीजें जो एक स्टैटिक जीके है वो पता है, या फिर आपको दूसरी चीजें आपको मालूम है, लेकिन उसमें आप गहराई में अगर जब जाते हैं, when there is a probe, that is the
Yes,
time when that shallowness of the depth of knowledge becomes evident.
Yes, sir.
Right? You're getting that point. So ऐसा भी possible होता है, and somewhere it is that हम आपकी लाइफ के बारे में पता कर रहे हैं, आपके when we are talking about your relationships, how you are handling different things in your daily life, उससे आपका attitude पता लगता है, right? So अगर हमें पता लग रहा है कि आप curious हो, like I said, mindful curiosity, right? Are you really aware about what you're doing?
Yes,
so अगर वो चीज हमें आपके उससे पता लग रही है कि you are not very curious about everything that you do, खाली एक आध चीज में ही आपका इंटरेस्ट रहता है, बाकी चीज को आप ध्यान ही नहीं देते हो, या यू आर नॉट मच कंसर्न्ड अबाउट इट. सो वहां पे आपकी अवेयरनेस भी पता लगती है. एंड सो लाइक आई सेड, कुछ चीजें टेम्पलेट के हिसाब से, या रटी रटाई चीजें आपने किसी ने याद कर ली हो कि ठीक है करंट अफेयर्स आएगा, सो एज फार एज दिस इज कंसर्न, सर यूक्रेन, यूक्रेन की हिस्ट्री आप बताने लग रहे हो, फिर आपने कुछ ये सब किया, लेकिन जो मुद्दा है उसके ऊपर आप ठीक से बात नहीं कर पा रहे हो, या उसको आपका जो एनालिसिस है ऑफ द सिचुएशन, दैट यू आर नॉट एबल टू डू, right? So there are various ways the interview can take.
Yes,
so, one thing one must be very clear of is, पहली बात तो जो अपने बारे में है उसके बारे में आपको बिल्कुल क्लियर नॉलेज होनी चाहिए, right?
Yes.
Other than that, when we are talking about current affairs, current affairs is also customized for you. आपका इंटरेस्ट जो है वो किसी एक चीज में हो सकता है. रोशन का इंटरेस्ट, वो इज ऑल्सो एनसीसी में, ही इज बहुत झंडे गाड़े उसने, राइट? एंड ऑब्वियसली अ वेरी accomplished achievements he has. Now his point of view may be different, right? Point of view and the areas where he is focusing, वो जिन चीजों में उसका इंटरेस्ट है उस चीजों में शायद आपका इंटरेस्ट ना हो. Likewise, who else is there? I think 2-3 other people who have attended NCC, etc. They have a different take on this, right? So again, वो भी जो है एक customized है. That is also कि as per your likes and dislikes, what are your areas of interest. ठीक है. So I think one should be very very clear about things that you prefer. एक हमने शायद पिछली बार हमने preferences के ऊपर भी हमने, I think I have covered one of the classes. If it is not, then I'll bring it out in one of the next issues. So you need to be very much comfortable in what you have done academically, what you have done in games, sports, and other things, and why you have done it. Right? What is the process that you have employed for achieving your success or excelling in whatever things. Right? आपकी जो कमियां हैं जो आपने देखी हैं in different ways. Here again, coming back to SD. तो SD में आपने कुछ बताया है कि parents think you need to get up early और अपनी सेहत का ध्यान नहीं रखते हो. I'm not talking about you, but in general I'm saying, right?
Yes.
Teachers feel likewise, and your friends also have something to say against, not against, some pointing out some areas that you need to improve. Now ये चीजें वहां पे निकल के आ रही है और ये आपके इंटरव्यू के दौरान भी आपको पता लग जाती है. Now are you doing anything on this? Right? So interview is not that कि एक आपका जैसे written का syllabus है वो आपने कवर कर लिया है कि ठीक है चलो इस टॉपिक से इतने क्वेश्चन आएंगे, इस टॉपिक से इतने क्वेश्चन आएंगे, ऐसा नहीं है. Right? It is much different, much more dynamic. Right? Interview is the most dynamic of the 3 techniques.
So here, sir, I have a doubt regarding the dynamics, sir. Can I ask, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Sir, the interview was going completely on the PIQ and it was going very well. The interviewer asked me about my job, and so after I told my sir about my job, so he asked me a question that did you notice any vehicle standing in the parking lot? I said yes, sir. I told that I noticed the black Creta. Sir told me that I bought this car 1 month before, and what are your opinions about that? So I told him that from overall the vehicle is very good, but sir, investing 17 lakh in a 2-star vehicle at this time where you have an option of Tata Harrier, that would be I would suggest a Tata Harrier on this Creta. So after this point, sir, I completely noticed that there is a change. I don't know, sir, but I felt that there is a change in questions. Like I got questions after this. Just after this, I got a question of what is the rank of your father? I told him JCO. Then he told me to how a rank is represented. I told him 2 stars and a ribbon, sir. And that after that 5 minutes, just got the conversation was on that ribbon. Is it called ribbon? Is it not called ribbon? And so like this only the questions were completely like so बार उसके ऊपर ही चल रहा था, तो फिर मुझे थोड़ा सा अजीब सा लग रहा था वहां पे.
नहीं देखो, see Rahul, this would happen, right? Sometimes maybe you have said something a different area. Firstly, आपने जब आप cars की बात कर रहे हो, you are talking about the specifications, so you need to be very observant about various things. So this is something that he is also caught on कि अच्छा ठीक है, आप इतना analysis करते हो चीजों का, so आपने अपने घर में अपने father के बारे में, उनकी uniform के बारे में, दूसरी चीजों में भी observe किया है कि नहीं किया है, या खाली अपने job में ही कर रहे हो?
Yes,
right?
sir.
So you got to look at it from this point of view, right? Don't think कि आपके question से वो आपके answer से वो he's taken off on a different thing. No, you try and be a little more objective,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So एक चीज जो आप when you are saying that you analyze the performance of vehicles, cars, etc. and उनकी आप ratings बताते हो, उनकी price range बताते हो. So that means कि आपकी observation analysis is good as far as the vehicles are concerned. Now, is the same thing true in other fields also?
Yes, sir.
Right? So इसको थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखो.
बट सर जो आंसर सही थे सर उसके ऊपर भी बार बार ही वाज पुटिंग मी इन अ सिचुएशन कि आई वुड चेंज माय आंसर बट आई वाज टेकिंग द स्टैंड. अब सर उसको रिबन बोलते हैं, तो आई वाज टेलिंग हिम कि देयर आर ओनली 2 ऑप्शंस, इधर रिबन और हिंदी वी कॉल्ड इट चिंदी. बट सर again in the last sir told me कि you should go back and ask your father. I told him okay sir, I'll go back and ask my father.
Okay, no, anyway, I think, see, there is some amount of doubt which is created, deliberately created to see whether no, you're confident enough or not.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so take it like that. Okay.
Okay.
Chalo, good.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, mindful curiosity, right? So, Rahul, that curiosity should also be there at home or in your personal space. Then, physical fitness. What kind of activities are you indulged in, right? SSB से पहले आप वेट ट्रेनिंग कर रहे हो और मतलब वेट लॉस के लिए कोशिश कर रहे हो, अभी तक आपका 15 kg ओवर वेट था, right? Now, how does that look for a person who is going for SSB? तो उस टाइम पे have you not thought about it earlier? Then self insight, right? So आपका insight अपने बारे में कैसा है? This obviously is something that we have talked a lot, right? We have talked about DDY, discover yourself, right? So इसके ऊपर again I'll be bringing out another what do you call एक सेशन, एक या दो सेशन इसके ऊपर मैं करूंगा यहाँ पे. Motivation, of course, you got to keep yourself motivated. Very important. Okay, yesterday I was talking to one of the students, right? So what she was saying that got recommended in 8th attempt, right? 3 screen out, 4 conference out, and in the 8th attempt she made it. Natasha Chikara, right? So when I asked her, how do you keep your spirits high? आप conference out हो गए इतने बार screen out हो गए हो. So the one thing that I liked about her answer was that yes, she said every time I used to get screened out or conference out, of course you feel disappointed at that point of time, but it is before I came back home, I could always find out okay, what is it that I could have done better, right? So वो आप में एक इंसाइट आप में होना बहुत जरूरी है. ओके, उसको आप पता करो कि ऑब्जेक्टिवली क्या चीज, what went wrong here, right? So this is particularly for those who have जो repeaters हैं उनका screen out हो गया है. देखो, you cannot they say you cannot choose your neighbors, you cannot choose your group. आप अपना ग्रुप चूज नहीं कर सकते हो कि भाई जो all like-minded people in your group. You cannot have that. A group can be today can be this, in the next SSB it can be a totally different group. Okay, one of the successful candidates also mentioned, he says, sir, actually I got recommended because I had a very good group. So I said that group was good for everybody, right? अगर वो group सबके लिए अच्छा था तो फिर सबको recommend हो जाना चाहिए था. No, but it is how you interact, what is your involvement with the group. Okay, it's not about what others are doing. A lot is dependent on what you are doing in a particular group. ठीक है? So इन चीजों का थोड़ा ध्यान रखो and keep yourself motivated. Don't take these things very seriously, particularly your screen out for these things. ठीक है?
Sir, I do have a doubt regarding this, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, like when I went for SSBs, like all the time when the group was very messy, it seemed like the group discussion was cut down very quickly, and they didn't ask for a common story, or they were not demanding anything. Like just leave the room. That was the kind of comment that we got. So I believe that sir, whenever the group was totally messy, so it did affect the time that we got for presenting ourselves.
Yeah, so the point is, there are a large number of people you have just heard, right? 248, 230 odd guys, just 22, 24 getting screened in. So I do not know what was the figures in your batch. What are the figures like?
Sir, for FCAT, it's almost around 250 plus. Screening in was around 40 to 60, somewhere between 40 to 60.
So that is still about 20-25%, which is reasonably good. Okay. Now you see SSC Tech में आप जा रहे हो, no, TES entry में जा रहे हो, आप NCC entry में जा रहे हो. There it is, hardly about 10 to 12%. So it is there. You cannot do very much about it, except that what you can think is how can I do better. Only understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if you start thinking कि यार ऐसा क्यों हुआ, इतने लोग स्क्रीन आउट हो गए, पिछली बार भी स्क्रीन आउट हो गया, इस बार भी स्क्रीन आउट हो गया, तो आगे कैसे चलेगा, you get demoralized. Yes, disappointment definitely will be there, but you got to see how you can perform better, right? So is it that no one got screened in your batch?
Sir, I believe only one person got from my group.
No, recommended नहीं, group का नहीं, overall batch में how many got screened in?
Sir, in the sense the total number of people got screened in, right?
Yeah.
Like, sir, for FCAT, I believe it's around 45, 50 people.
Yeah,
for
so the
Navy,
batch that you attended.
10 to 15. Yeah.
Huh? And?
For Navy, it's 10 to 15, somewhere around that.
Yeah, so 10 to 15 out of?
60, 70, somewhere around that.
Yeah. So that's almost about 18 to 20%, right? So those people have got screened in, isn't it? So
yes, sir.
कुछ ना कुछ तो उन्होंने किया होगा, which you could have also done, or maybe you can improve your performance the next time.
Yes, sir.
Right.
But sir, the issue is that I feel there is a lot of variability inside the process, like at least in the screening part. So that kind of demotivates, like even there is not something that's under your control, like especially for the GD part, and a lot of variability comes into picture whenever events like this happen.
So what do you think you cannot improve further?
Sir, actually, I'm not specifically. I don't know what exactly is the part that I should improve or.
No, but do you think there is no room for improvement?
No, definitely, sir. There is room for improvement.
So you got to now focus on that. Now, where you can improve, of course, that remains to be seen. That of course we will have. I am planning to have a short, a short course that will be a paid course, right?
Okay,
in which we will be doing certain activities. It may not be the entire SSB, but things so that you can get a hang of what is going wrong somewhere, right? So I'll have chat sessions with you. I'll have maybe PPDT sessions. I'll have a little bit of psych. I'll not say the full psych, right? GT may certain things which can be done online, right? And interview, of course, mock interview I'm going to have. So I will let you know when we are going to do this, and try and see, point out where is it that one can improve.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this will be done on this, and it will be. I'll announce it. I've already shared the WhatsApp group number link. ठीक है, विपिन एक बार लिंक दोबारा शेयर कर देना, ठीक है? So what I wish to do is do this particular bit, because there are a lot of requests coming from all of you. Sir, I want a personal interview, I want this, I want that. Now there are two ways in which you can do this. One is, of course, if you are looking for a structured course, right? Structured तरीके से अगर आप सीखना चाह रहे हो हर एक चीज, then you can also contact me on Unacademy, right? Unacademy Plus में आप join कर सकते हो, Unacademy Iconic आप join कर सकते हो. Iconic अभी के लिए फिलहाल I think it is not open for at least next 10 to 15 days perhaps, right? I understand that. So that is one way. Another is, like I've said, you all get onto this WhatsApp group, और उसके बाद में I will let you know कि क्या हम course कर सकते हैं. This will be a abridged course, short courses, not a full-fledged entire SSB course. But definitely, it will give you some idea as to where things may be going wrong for you, right? So that is something that I'm going to do very shortly. And next Tuesday, right, coming Tuesday, I will be available at MG Road in Gurgaon, right, in one of the malls. There'll be a co-working space, co-working space. Wahan pe I'll be available. So those who want a personal kind of a meeting with me, they can reach me there, right? I will share the link I will share the address, etc., in the WhatsApp group. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
सर एक डाउट था सर.
हाँ बताओ हर्षित.
सर आपका ऑफलाइन वाला सेंटर चालू हो गया, मतलब वहाँ पे कोर्स स्टार्ट के लिए सर, मतलब कुछ अपडेट है ऑफलाइन के लिए?
नहीं, ऑफलाइन देखो, ऑफलाइन आई एम नॉट स्टार्टिंग द फुल फ्लेजेड कोर्स, ठीक है? पूरा फुल फ्लेजेड मैं ऑफलाइन नहीं करना चाह रहा हूँ. What I am going to do is it will be a hybrid model, part offline, part online, right? And this offline thing will be done in some other coaching academy, right, which is in Gurgaon. So जहाँ पे आपको outdoors वगैरह आपको वहाँ पे आप कर सकते हो, right? Outdoors and maybe few other things. So for those things, you can contact me personally. As far as the interviews are concerned, and a little bit of mentorship to see what is your mindset like, right? So that we will be doing it online. Okay.
Okay,
so,
sir.
Harshit, you said no, you are from Rajasthan.
No, sir, Ghaziabad.
Ghaziabad. Achha, ठीक है. So anyway, you can always come and look up, meet up. Coming Tuesday, I said, timing I'll let you know, right? So वहाँ पे आप लोग मिल सकते हो. Anyone who's in NCR, he can always reach me there, right? So I will be, planning to have this kind of a offline meeting once in 2 weeks at least, right? If not more, right?
Sir, can I ask a doubt, sir?
हाँ बोलो.
Sir, sometimes I felt a difficulty in project my quality, sir. I felt difficulty to find out whether this quality is it within me or not, sir. And sometimes I use the wrong words to project my quality, sir.
तो उसके लिए क्या कर सकते हो?
Sir, I want some suggestion from you, sir.
Improve your vocabulary.
Okay, sir.
Improve your vocabulary. ठीक है. और देखो बेसिकली आप कोई भी लाइफ में चीज जो कर रहे हो, किस इंटेंशन के साथ में कर रहे हो, किस अप्रोच के साथ में कर रहे हो, किस एटीट्यूड के साथ में कर रहे हो, कितने एनर्जी के साथ में कर रहे हो, राइट? आप आधे मन से कर रहे हो या होल हार्टेडली कर रहे हो, राइट? सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर बीइंग सीन.
Okay, sir.
One may be capable, but one may not be interested. One may be interested, but he may be lacking certain, certain soft skills. One may be lacking interest हो सकता है, लेकिन आप में उतना एनर्जी नहीं है, राइट? स्टैमिना नहीं है, आप उतने हार्डवर्किंग नहीं हो. खाली ख्वाबों में आप सोचते हो, like a person with on a horse, virtual, हाँ, जो ख्याली घोड़े होते ना, क्या बोलते हैं उसको?
ख्याली पुलाव, सर.
हाँ,
ख्याली पुलाव बनाना.
हाँ, ख्याली पुलाव बनाना और मुंगेरी लाल के सपने, राइट? सो इंटरेस्ट तो है, बट otherwise that keenness, that application, that is somewhere missing. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, who's this? Praful Kapatia.
Sir, there are a lot of questions. May I ask you, if you don't mind?
जल्दी जल्दी पूछो फटाफट.
Yes, sir. First is that my friend took my interview, and he said that my interview is the center of gravity of my interview is physics, not Air Force. So is it good or not?
No, देखो फिजिक्स में आपका इंटरेस्ट है, that is very clear.
Yes, sir.
Now beyond that, what is it that you're looking for? You're going for a life in Air Force, a life in the armed forces. So वहाँ के लिए आप तैयार हो कि नहीं है? उस तरह का आपको उसमें इंटरेस्ट है कि नहीं है? खाली आपको you are only looking at heading for space or heading for NASA.
Yes, sir.
है ना? तो अगर खाली वही है तो we also have here समीर सिंह. हाँ, समीर सिंह.
यस सर.
हाँ, तो तुम्हारा भी नासा से ही शुरू हुआ था मेरे ख्याल से हमारा बातचीत. हाँ,
यस सर.
हाँ,
राइट.
so but I think Sameer has come a long way from the time he expressed he was studying in I think 12th class, right time?
No sir, I was in a drop year when I started, sir. Past 12.
So he was never interested in defense forces. He just accidentally attended this class, one of the special classes and all that, where we happened to talk. And then this is what he said, I'm interested in space, in NASA, this, that, physics में उसका भी बहुत interest है, right? So Shivam Khatri and Sameer, both of you can connect with each other, right?
Yes, sir.
But there is much more to life in the armed forces than merely thinking about कि I'll go there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
और बताओ.
Sir, and second is that when interview ask a question, so should we give answer like with example or only the headings of that example?
शिवम, तुम्हारे साथ तो मैं एक इंटरव्यू कर चुका हूँ पहले, है ना?
Yes, sir.
तो अभी देखो ऐसे ऑफ हैंड ये चीज पता करना, टू से दिस व्हाट यू आर आस्किंग, खाली पॉइंट वाइज बताऊं या डिटेल में बताऊं, आई थिंक इट इज डिफिकल्ट, राइट? इट विल डिपेंड ऑन द फ्लो ऑफ द इंटरव्यू एंड किस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में बात हो रही है. ठीक है? So I will not answer this question right now, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anybody else? Anything? Because we already finished 1 hour.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, Praful.
Yes, sir. Sir, I talked with you earlier, so that how can we, sir, get a interview scheduled with you? So I'm enrolled in your WhatsApp group also right now.
हाँ, नहीं, अभी तो तुम इसमें भी ये वाला जो मैंने अभी ये चैट में एक लिंक भेजा है,
yes sir,
इसमें आप ज्वाइन करो. ठीक
yes
है?
sir, join.
Yeah. So in this, you mention whatever you want, and then we will schedule something, right? So
yes sir.
Unacademy, of course, on that official channel, I cannot be projecting myself separately, right? So that's why I say कि ठीक है, आप Unacademy में of course आप Iconic से जुड़ सकते हो, लेकिन मेरे ख्याल से तुम्हारा SSB कब है?
Sir, in April, sir, but I want in March my interview schedule so that I can.
That's what I'm saying. So Iconic तब तक शायद possible नहीं होएगा.
Yes,
so
sir.
Yeah, we will do that. Don't worry. You contact me on this thing. We will schedule one thing, right? And those who want interviews or something like that, just let me know, and I'll share with you what kind of programs or short course or interview by itself, if you want, what is the fee, etc. So this we will discuss on the group. All right.
So, okay, sir, I can message you personally, sir. So for it.
Yeah, you can DM. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Right.
Okay, sir.
Anybody else? Anything quickly? And do watch these interviews, जो successful candidates के interviews हैं. So I am not merely just interviewing the guy. I am also trying to give a message because of that experience. How is it applied to others, right? It may have worked very well for a person, but it may have a different message for others, right? But yes, these are important things. Okay.
Sir?
Yes.
I have a doubt. So how was my self-description? Is it matching with PIQ or not? As you have took my interview earlier. So
I think there is a distance you have to travel, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. और थोड़ा सा और तैयारी करो, and
yes, sir.
then we'll see. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
yeah.
Sir, can you, sir, bring a 1 week course for GTO, especially GTO, covering the GTO tasks? So so you can just elaborate them more. Even than the plus courses, so that you can elaborate.
Unacademy, see, Unacademy में क्या, I'm bringing out that course on DDY, Discover, Develop Yourself, and there is a certain amount of hours that I can, I take classes on, right? Now that is fixed. I cannot do more than that. Okay, so this is already decided. As far as March is concerned, no further course other than the DDY, right? Plus, of course, special class में, of course, I can keep discussing things. So अगर ऐसा है तो, and I would also suggest all of you कि I'll share in this group also. आप जो भी मैं स्पेशल क्लासेस लेता हूँ अनअकैडमी में, उसको मैं यहाँ पे आपके इस ग्रुप में भी डाल दूंगा. सो आपको जो सूट करता है, I mean, you might find something, which is very, relevant to your query area, right? आप उसको attend करो, right? And of course, these are free special classes. You don't have to take a subscription. All right. Chalo, okay. All the best, all of you, and don't mind, don't worry about not making it, right? Keep your tempo high. People have got recommended in 7th attempt, 9th attempt, 13th attempt, 14th attempt, right? 17th attempt, right? So don't worry, things, so long as you continue, it is okay, right? Chalo, okay, guys, see you then.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Chalo.
Thank you, sir.
See you guys.